Here, the HR is composing an email where to initiate the onboarding process of Mr. Allu Arjun. Once the email is sent, it will create a case based on the subject. This is the keyword, and this is the format where the data will be passed and mapped to the work object. HR is sending the email. Where the thank you for email request, your ID has been created and an acknowledgement is sent to the HR. This is IT admin at IT support portal, where the IT admin can able to have access to these tabs, where he can able to navigate to the work. In the work, he can able to view all his work list items, where this is the case which has been created recently by the HR. Once this case has been opened by the IT admin, he can able to see all the values that has been given in the email has been mapped to the case. The date of joining, the employee ID here is generated and it's a unique ID. And once the IT admin submits here, the operator ID in Okta will be created, where Okta is a platform where we use API in order to create a register in their platform. The IT admin is submitted and we upload where the account has been created. This is the transaction which has been done, where the account in Okta and the account in IT support application has been created successfully by submitting the previous step. And this is the response of the API, and here the login credential and the status of the credential is active. The email is received to the HR where the system assigning process has been initiated. And after submitting the operation status, as it is an onboarding process, the system assignment process is triggered, and here the list of systems available can be viewed. Here we can select the available system and I choose a system. I search for that and there is an availability. Fields, I can also search based on the list which is available. I'm choosing another system here and hit the search. I got this result. Once you click the assign system, the system ID to the employee ID. Prompt will be open, and after clicking submit, the ID will be assigned to the respective employee. This ID will be mapped with this ID. Once submit, these things will be mapped. The onboarding case is resolved.
As HR at IT support, this is the portal of the HR. Just clicking the chatbot with the input of I, it is showing all the 4 processes. Now I'll be explaining the register employee. I'm just clicking as register employee. It is asking for the employee's first name. I'm giving the name as Devadashini, and it is asking for the employee last name. I'm just providing the initial as P, and then it will be asking for the employee's date of birth. These personal details are saved in the employee date of birth. Now I'm providing the employee date of birth as April 9, 2013, and then it will be asking for the gender. I'm just providing as female. It will be asking for the phone number. The phone number which is used as a password for the Pega login. Then it will be asking for the employee email ID. For that email ID, we will be creating an account both in Okta as well as in the Pega. In Okta, we are creating the account using the API. Now it is asking for the employee date of joining. I'm just providing the date of joining as April 7, 2021. Now the case has been completed, then it's showing us thank you, the next step has been routed. Now let me go and check in IT admin at IT support portal. I'm just clicking the work, so we'll be able to view all the work list of that IT admin. I'm just clicking on view all to view all the work assigned to the IT admin. This is approve operation. On click of go, we'll be able to view the information. This is the information which I have given in the chatbot. On click of submit, an account will be created in Okta as well as in the Pega. The account is successful, and click on submit. We will be able to assign asset to the particular employee. The system ID is fetched from the system details table. The system which is available is shown over here. I'm just choosing the system as system 101. I'm just assigning it to the particular employee. Now we'll be able to see the system details, and on the click of submit, an email has been routed to the HR about the details. I'm just clicking the email, and this email has been routed to the particular HR, that the login ID and the other credentials. Now I'm just showing the Okta website. Click on sign in, we'll be able to sign in. This is the Pega portal. I'll show the employees database and the system details database. The employee database, we are able to view the data given over there. Here the system is system 101. In system details, here we'll be able to see the system 101 is assigned, and the employee ID over here is 784552. In the employees table, in the employee ID of 784552, we'll be able to view this. Now let us go with the second operation, delete account. I'm just clicking the delete account. Then it is asking for the employee's login ID. I'm giving the login ID which is active, that is arun@gmail.com. On the click of enter, it is routed to the IT admin. Thank you. The next step is routing. Now let us go with the IT admin portal. This is IT admin portal. I have clicked on work to view all the work list. I have clicked to view all. Now I am able to view all the work assigned to the IT admin. Now I am clicking on go to view his details. The details of arun@gmail.com is shown over here, and click on submit. The account is deleted in Okta as well as in Pega. And the click of submit, an email has been sent to the HR. Let us go with the third IT operation, that is update security details. Now I am logging in as an employee with the employee ID darshini@ttech.com, which I have created in the register employees tab. Now it is a portal. Now we are gone with the chatbot. With the input of I, we will be able to view the two process. Now I am clicking the update security details. It is asking for the login ID, for which the password is need to be updated. Let's go with the update password updation method. For the update password, it will be asking for the current password. Now it is asking for the current password. I am just giving the current password, and then it is asking for the new password. I am provided the new password, and now it is showing us password has been updated successfully. It is updated in Okta. Now let us go with the next updation method, that is set recovery question. With that answer, we will be able to update our password. And now I am going with set recovery question updation method. In this, it is asking for the question. I am just providing most favorite word, and then it is asking for the answer. I am just providing the answer as like. With this, we will be able to update password. Now the question has been set successfully. Now let us try to update the password with the answer provided over here. Okay, now we are going to choose the updation method as forgot password. For the forgot password, it is asking for the answer. I am providing the answer which I have given in the recovery set. Now it is asking for the new password. I am just providing the new password. If we provide it, we will be able to retrieve the question which I have given in the recovery set. Now we are able to view the question as most favorite word. Let's proceed with the last operation, IT support. I'll just log in with the employee Alberto. Now I'm inputting the hi in chatbot. Now it is showing the two operations as update security details in IT support. I have provided the IT support. It's asking for the issue category. I'll just click on hardware, and then it is asking for the issue. Now I'll choose damage, and it is asking for the description of the issue. I'm just providing as keyboard is not working properly. Then it is router. Let us go with the employee portal. I have clicked the work queue. I am choosing the work from the work queue. Now it is showing the details that I have given in the chatbot. Now I am clicking as resolved. The comment as
Yes, we start the case. Now the HR is logging into our application. This is a portal where you'll be able to see his profile. It will show the profile of the person who was logged in. It will be shown here. It will also has these three options, and HR can be able to create a case where the HR can do these four operations, like he can enroll and remove employee ID support and security. Now he's been selecting employee enrollment. So as of now, we can see it requires these details having ramchandar@gmail.com. Now we are logging as a IT admin, so he will be having his own portal. Likewise, apart from the other workers and HRs, he will be having some other operations like stock management and the reports of the total cases that has been happened and also the records which we have created. Now we can go for his work list. And now this is a case which has been come for the approval. Now once the case has been opened, you will be able to see all the details which we have entered by the HR. And the employee ID is the auto-generating one, which we populate from the previous employee ID and increment it. So if the previous employee will be 556, now we'll be having 557. By clicking the submit, an operator ID will be created in Pega as well as in Okta. So Okta is the open server which we are using for creating an ID, and this is the response which we have get from the API. So now an ID will be created in Okta. You can see now an ID is created in the Okta. So now proceed through. Also an ID is created in the Pega for this operator ID ramchandar@gmail.com. And now we have been having list of systems which are need to be assigned for the new employee. So now the sysadmin is assigning a system for the particular operator ID. So now we are assigning a laptop for this ID. Once I click assign asset, it will be asking us, are you sure you want to assign the system to this particular employee? So here we can see the employee ID. So on click of submit, the asset ID will be set to this particular employee ID. Once we click submit, onboarding status will also be sent to HR who has created the case. So this is the employee registration process. Hence the operator ID has been created. Now we are logging into his account. As he is logged in, we are creating a case. Now he can do these two operations like IT support and security. Consider he is selecting the security operation. These are the security operations which are available. Consider he is resetting his password. So he is changing his password to Ramat123 and submitting. On the click of submit, his password has been changed. So now we can see the status that your password has been updated. So now he is logging in using his new password. We have seen for the password updation. Now we are going to see for another security credential operations like setting the recovery question and answer and changing the password using that recovery question. So on clicking on forget password, it asks for the answer and the new password. So we haven't set any question and answer for this particular operator ID. Now we are going to set what is my pet name. That's the question you are setting. So on the click of submit, Jimmy will be set as the answer for this question. So your recovery question has been updated. So now he can create another case. Now the recovery question and answer has been set. Now he is going to change his password using the recovery answer. So here we can see that the recovery answer has already been set. Now he is changing his password using that recovery answer. So now he is changing his password using that recovery answer for his operator ID. On click of submit, an API will be running and the password has been changed. So now we can see the status here. This is the status which has been given by the API. So if there is any issue in the API, likewise, if we have used the old password, it will throw an error. Or if we have given any wrong question and answer, it will throw an error. We can see that now. So let's consider some other scenario where I am using wrong answer for the question. So I am setting a password. So we can see now the API validation failed, password value. This is the API response we get. So the password has not been changed in the API and we can't be able to log in to the Okta with this new password. So let's check the password changes. Now I have been trying to log in using the password rules at 123. It's thrown an error because the API validation doesn't run right. So I'm using the whole password trusted123. So now we can see that the whole password is been as it is when the AP validation success. So when the AP validation fail means the password changes will not occur. So this is the scenario we have done. We have done all the password changes security related subjects using the API and give the request and get the response from the API in the Okta server. So now we can move to the IT related issues. Now we are moving to the IT support. So now he is creating a case for his IT related supported issues. Consider he is selecting IT support. As we can see now a new case has been created. Now he can select the issue category here, whether hardware or software or network issue or other related issues. Consider now he is selecting hardware, and these are the options which are available under the hardware. Consider he is selecting a damage. So now he is creating a request for damage. So now the case has been routed for the service provider. So now the request has been created by the employee. Now we can see the request in the work queue of the IT admins. So now we can see the works here. He is selecting the work. So now we can see the request raised by the employee, where hardware is the issue category and the issue is damage. My screen is broken. So Ramchandran is the one who created the request, and these are the details of his system. So now we can do three operations, like we can make it as resolve, unresolve, or replace. So once he has resolved the case, he can attach the file here that as the proof of he has resolved the case, and he can give the comment that the screen has been fixed, and the click of submit, the case will be completed. So here we can see the attachment. Consider we are going for a system replacement. So the Ramchandran is creating a case for the system replacement. So he is selecting hardware and selects the operation replacement. Now I need system 12 GB RAM. So as of now he is having 8 GB RAM. So now he is requesting for a system with 12 GB RAM. So now the case has been routed for the work queue. So that he has requested for the system replacement. Now the case has been in the request work queue. So now we are opening the case. So this is the request raised by the employee. Now we are clicking replace. So the employee requested for replacement. So now he is having 8 GB RAM. Now we are searching for the system with 12 GB RAM. So here is the system with 12 GB RAM. Now we are assigning the system. So now we are assigning the system to this particular employee. So now we are assigning system with 12 GB RAM. The case has been resolved. So the status mail will also be sent to him. Let's consider there are some scenarios where the hardware box has been damaged and cannot be resolved. So where we can go for the replacement of that particular hardware like keyboard, mouse. Here we have an issue like the keyboard has been damaged. So now we are taking action as keyboard need to be changed. On the click of submit, we can see who has created the case and the details of the particular asset which has been assigned. So now we are having an issue with the keyboard. So on click of keyboard, the keyboard will be enabled and we can see the available keyboards which can be assigned for this particular asset. So on the click of assign asset, now we can have like the keyboard 822 will be assigned. So on the click of submit, the 882 will be assigned for this particular system and the particular operator. So then the mail will be sent. So that now all the operations have been done. Consider now HR is removing the employee from the organization. So he is selecting the option as remove employee. So here we can see the operators which are present in the organization. So now he is removing ramchandran@gmail.com. So here are the details of the employee and this employee ID, contact number, the date he is from. So on the click of submit, the request has been raised by the employee to delete the operator and the case has been routed to the IT admin for the deletion. In the IT admin's work list, we can see the approve operation. So now here you can see the details of the employee. So now he is going to delete the operator. So now we can see the user ramchandra@gmail.com account has been deleted. So now that the mail will be sent to the user, now we can see that the operator ID cannot be able to log into his account. But the account has been disabled, contact user admin. So the account has been disabled, so the user can't be able to log in.